The way I discovered Bionicle was through its television commercials. It was a toy line that really captured the essence of what I thought was cool, and still think is cool to this day. So, without further ado, welcome to the top 10 Bionicle commercials. First, at number 10, we have the Toa commercial from 2002. This commercial shows the upgraded Toa for the very first time. It presents the Toa in more of a showcase of their new aesthetic, having them emerge from the protodermis that caused them to change in the first place. It showcases the sets in detail and manages to keep its mysterious atmosphere, which is fantastic. But in comparison to some of the other commercials that have been selected, this commercial was bumped to the back. Regardless, it's still an awesome advert and for an awesome line of toys. At number 9, we've got the Vaki commercials from 2004. Though the Vaki weren't the most interesting, neither intimidating force in the story, they definitely had a fun commercial that really played up on their imposing force. The transitions between the different Vaki are smooth and seamless, with them moving effortlessly around the various terrain in Metro Nui. It's a cool advert that shows off some of the potential the Vaki had to be fearsome antagonists. Coming in at number 8 is the Fantoka commercial from 2008. 2008 was a polarising year for a lot of reasons, but few can deny it had some amazing advertisements. This is no exception. As you watch the ad, tension begins to rise as you witness the returning Toa soar through the sky, arriving to Karanui just in time to aid some struggling Matoran in their battle against the evil Makuta. It's a pretty epic ad and features some striking visuals and excellent music. Taking the number 7 spot is the Toa Nike commercial from 2006. As much as I enjoy 2006, some of the marketing for it was questionable to say the least. But I certainly enjoyed the Nike Heroes commercial. The new urban grittiness and the heavy rain, it was something we had never seen before, and seeing characters we knew as Matoran become Toa and performing impossible feats so gracefully was awesome. They essentially became the Bionicle equivalent to the Avengers. This ad definitely brought a lot of excitement to the fans who missed the characters from the original story. At number 6, we have the Mystica, Rise of Matanui from 2008. This is a bit of a special case when it comes to Bionicle commercials, because it's a very multifaceted advertisement. Beginning with the Toa encountering the Makuta of Karanui and ending with the awakening of the Matanui robot. This commercial was incredibly grand in both its scale and its action, featuring numerous battle scenes between the figures and their vehicles. Its biggest noteworthy moment, however, comes from the fact that this was the first time the Matanui robot was showcased in full, and for the first time the fandom truly began to understand the full depth of Bionicle's universe. It's an incredibly iconic advertisement and very fitting for the year of the final battle. Moving on to number 5, we have the 2004 Toa Metru commercial. The Toa Metru, the first ever sets I got were Matao and Nakama, mainly because I badgered my mum and dad to go get them because of the commercial. 2004's commercials were memorable because of how cinematic they were. I would always remember the 3 peaks that would be in the background in all the promotional art and draw them. I guess it was kind of my own personal iconography for Bionicle. The commercials were very striking and memorable, and they clearly showcased the varied landscapes that Metro Nui brought to the Bionicle theme. Taking the number 4 spot is the 2001 Toa Mata commercial. The first ever commercial for the Toa Mata in 2001 was the first impression most were given of the Bionicle line. I enjoyed the commercial a lot despite it not aging well by modern standards. It does a very nice job of showcasing the different Toa and the Bionicle theme's general aesthetic. It set the bar for what was to come, and for that, it deserves to be acknowledged and respected. And now we enter into the top 3 with the Baraki commercials of 2007. This year was fantastic in regards to commercials. These commercials go more in depth into the story than nearly all of the other commercials. And they do it so well to the point where I kind of forget Lego was selling toys instead of a movie or a type of story-driven media. The Baraki one in particular struck a chord. Anyways, the Baraki commercial really portrayed the atmosphere of where the story was going. Instead of being some generic adventure to the ocean floor, it became vaguely horror-esque, showing the struggle of Dika as he tried to survive Mari Nui and evade the Baraki's onslaught. Though 2007 may not be my favourite year, the BIONICLE commercial is definitely one of LEGO's best. The number 2 spot belongs to the BIONICLE Commercials from 2002. This commercial is, without question, one of BIONICLE's most iconic adverts. It resonated a lot with me, especially with how dramatic the actual commercial is, with things like the dropping of the Konoe howl at the end. It's ominous, mysterious, and even does a good job of demonstrating the main functions of the Balrog and showing them as worthy adversaries of the Taumata. I may not have been around the fandom during 2002, but I definitely would have been drawn in by this trailer. Finally, the award for the best BIONICLE commercial goes to the Taumari commercial of 2007. How can I even begin? I love the Mari commercial, but I feel it's not really a commercial. It's more of a trailer, and that's probably what I, along with a lot of other fans, love about it the most. It's cinematic but still shows the sets and their various functions and play features in decent detail. The characters are given voices for the first time, and we can't forget how awesome the music is. It's action-packed from start to finish, and it does an excellent job of settling the tone for the entire year. But hey, those are just our thoughts. What are yours? Post your own top 10 list in the comments section below, or share your thoughts on the TTV message boards at board.ttvpodcast.com. Be sure to check us out at vessel.com/the channel for 1 week early access for all of our content. I'm Viper, and thanks for watching.